The next campaign, I've noticed that they've started flighting this in South Africa. I actually saw it on television last night. But it's great because this is again another traditional piece that comes off, or classical type of advertising that comes off the Old Spice campaign that won a couple of years ago. And what's really interesting about it is the writing's amazing, but the radio works equally as well as the television ever does as an idea, and it's just fantastic.
Hello, ladies. Press down on the gas pedal of Forever Life Happiness, and let's ride into the future together. Look to your left. Cars. Look to your right. Cars. Wait, what's that behind you? Me. The man your man could smell like. Shh. Don't say it. I already know how rough your day was, which is why I'm back here massaging your tired yet elegantly toned shoulders on which you carry the weight of the world. Quietly. Gracefully. Relax yourself! And let the sense of Old Spice wrap you in a handsome blanket of unspoken compliments as I move to your left, which is truly your most beautiful profile. Even more beautiful than your right side could possibly be. I was wrong. Everyone makes mistakes, except your parents when they made your face. I'm running circles around it, collecting all the nice and thoughtful things you've always wanted and deserved, but never received, but could have received had your man smelled like the man your man could smell like with Old Spice. I love you. The Old Spice Fresh Collection. The gift your man could smell like.
Yeah, again, I mean, I just think it's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, you could be enjoying that sitting in your car rather than having to watch it on television. But this is another fantastic one. I spoke to the winners of this gold campaign afterwards at a bar in Cannes. And he put it in perspective for me. So I said, which of your teams actually wrote this ad? And he said, well, all of them. So I said, what do you mean? He says, well, we came up with 2,000 scripts before they got to this final campaign. So when they write and they talk about craft, the effort they put behind that craft is phenomenal. And they're all one-liners. Some of you may know this campaign. I think it's incredibly brave. Going back to what Ahmed said earlier as well, is that, you know, to go to a beer company or a liquor company and say, we want our protagonist to be like over 60, and he doesn't drink beer that often, because that's what this guy does. He always says at the end there, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I choose Dos Equis. So it's like, it's an incredibly brave proposition right from the word go. And this is the coolest old dude you'll ever meet. And this is one of the ones that, and I'm not biased in any way. Lovely work. I'd like to, if I've got time, quickly play for you another really interesting piece of work that came out of New Zealand. And what it was a track that they invited kids to download and play on their Walkmans. Kids always walk around their school with their Walkmans on, or their headphones on, and showing my age. And This whole thing is about bullying, and what I really love about this piece is it's just a long soundtrack, but what it does is it takes you out of your realm, whether you're young or old, and it completely sticks you into what it felt like when you were at school and you were in a situation where you were bullied. And right at the end of this, it tells you who to phone and who to speak to if you're getting bullied. So you can imagine the environment, you know, walking around your school with your headphones on and you're listening to this, and then you find out if you have been bullied that there's an answer to it. I just thought it was an incredibly spine-tingling piece that shows you how something as simple as sound design and something that really sounds authentic and touches you can work. It's a long piece, but and it's quite soft, so imagine it on your headphones.
The next track only works with earphones, so I'd put them on now. It kind of puts a bully in your head, then tells you how to stop them.
Find the pocket on your jacket. Oh, nice phone. Looks expensive, hey?
It's a beautiful phone. You wouldn't want to drop something.
Oh, my bad. Is that a little tear? You scared? The bag. Oh, you're way on the floor.
Is this a science project? Spent a lot of time on this one, haven't you?
Well, you put the bag on the loser's head. Oh man, come take a picture of this. Nice and pretty. This is a loser.
Yeah, it was a loser. Ah, you stink. Did you shit yourself or something?
You looking a bit angry, huh? You want to hit me?
Smashed a little weird.
Not fight back, you loser, huh?
Teacher, come. Quick, quick.
Tell anyone I'm gonna fucking get you.
Yeah, what are you going to do about it?
What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Speak up. Go to earphonebully.org.
So I think it transports you. I hope you could all hear that at the back, but it absolutely transforms you into that terror that you might go through when you go to the bathroom and you're bullied like that.
Go to earphonebully.org.
And then it led you to a website, earphonebully.org, and it allowed you to interact and find ways of not implicating yourself and talking about bullying. So, what makes a winner? I think, at the end of the day, radio is just about words on a page, but it all starts with a great idea. All advertising does, radio is no different. You have to find a new and fresh way of talking about the same thing over and over again in a way that people are going to be entertained and want to listen to it. The part that I think a lot of people forget about is this. You need a fantastic story. You need stories because people love to hear stories, and they love to hear stories they've never heard before. You need great voices. We often look beyond our borders. Just for freshness, we often use people from the streets. We often use people in our own agency. Music, we often try up to 50 different pieces of music just to see what effect it has on the ad when you listen to it. The craft of the subtle sound effects makes it real and authentic. Just listen to Bully. It feels like you transported into that bathroom in your school when you were a kid. Crafted, 2,000 scripts for a radio campaign. It's insane, but it's incredibly good. To do all of that, it's like anything, we do this because you have to give it love. Then the last thing is you have to innovate, because you can, even for the oldest medium in the world. Thank you.